What's up, Internet? In today's video, we're going to go over some Switch games that I was able to pick up at Gamestop's 4 for $40 deal. That's 4 games for $19.99 or less for $40. It's a pretty good deal. However, I did go looking for these a little bit later than everybody else here in Connecticut, apparently. The sale will be going until, I believe, April 5th. So there is an opportunity to still find stuff, I guess. But if you're looking for Switch games, it might be a little bit too late, depending on how often your GameStop gets restocked with that kind of stuff. The retro stuff in Connecticut for GameStops, at least when I go, is pretty ass-tacular, to be honest. There are probably some games that you can get and string together, and they also do have a 4 for $20. But since I'm primarily looking for Switch games for the collection, you're not going to find many Switch games that are under $10 at GameStop. But I did find these, and I'm going to be keeping 3 of them, at least tentatively. I do not have any need for Trine 5 because I've not played any of the other Trine games. Looking at the gameplay, which I'm going to throw up on the screen here for you, it actually looks kind of interesting. But I would want to start from the beginning of the series. And they are all available on the Switch in one form or another. I think they were as part of a 3-pack or a 4-pack before this game was released. So maybe that's something I would look forward to in the future, but honestly, probably not. I am going to be selling this. I should be able to get in the realm of $24 shipped for it on eBay, I imagine, bringing the total cost per game for the other 3 that I am keeping down to about $8.70, if you're interested in the numbers that I worked out. Now, these games, I did not know what the gameplay looked like at the time of filming, but I am throwing it up there on the screen for you. Angry Alligator, I'm assuming this is something in the realm of Untitled Goose Game, where you're playing an alligator that is messing with humans that are messing with his environment. I don't know. Based on what I could see on the back. Looks very interesting. Looks like something I would like to play, and I do want to pick up more games that are kind of, I would call, palate cleansers, because I've been playing a lot of RPGs lately, and in between, before you hop into the next big RPG that's going to take like another 20, 40 hours, depending on what it is, maybe play something a couple nights for, a few hours and maybe finish it, maybe not. Maybe keep it, maybe don't. Who knows? And that's kind of what I'm looking for here, especially in the $20 range. That's $20 for 10, or in this case, $8.70 is a great deal. And I've always said, and one of the reasons why back in the day when my Switch collection grew to unnatural proportions, it was happening because anytime I'd see anything that was around $20 or less and I was in a GameStop, I'd just pick it up. I wouldn't know anything about it. Same way I'm doing now, except I'm actually playing more games recently. So I also picked up Moving Out, which I have heard people talk about. I probably heard people talking about this when it came out. Kind of in the same realm of a cooperative chaos game, I would say, kind of like a Order Up, or not Order Up. That's that Wii game. Overcooked, where it's just like, it's a little bit panicky. This one you can play solo, so that will be interesting because that's how I'm going to end up playing it. Hopefully it is fun. And then lastly, this one I did look at some gameplay for because I was not sure. Pepper Grinder. And this thing looks like something that somebody on podcasts I listen to should have been talking about at some point. And I can swear to you, to the best of my knowledge, I've never heard anybody mention anything about this game, but it looks like a lot of fun. Side-scroller, a lot of movement, a lot of perpetual movement from what I could see in the trailer there. And it might end up being something that's just too hard for me. I don't know on the difficulty curve where it lands because it's a trailer. Whoever's playing in the trailer is obviously, they know what the hell they're doing. They're trying to make the game look good. But something I would love to try out. And for $8.70, you can't go wrong. One of the other things I want to talk to you guys about, I'm filming this and hopefully posting it, because I'm about to go do that right after I'm finished filming it, the night before the Switch Direct, the Nintendo Switch Direct, not the Switch 2 Direct. Don't get excited if you thought you got your dates mixed up. I'm talking about the one that they're doing on Thursday, March 27th, 26th. I don't know what day it is right now. 10 a.m. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be glued to probably my phone because I have to be at a thrift store probably. And I really don't know what to expect because specifically they're not going to be talking about Switch 2. So realistically for me, the thing I've been super into lately, obviously, stuff like Suikoden Remastered, which I can't find on my shelf right now. It's somewhere here. Yeah. Stuff like that. I know they're coming out with a Lunar Remastered or remake. I don't remember what they're calling it. Probably next month, which I'm going to be into because I've never actually played the Lunar games, despite having them. And I'm pretty much down. Like the mood I'm in is give me legitimately almost any PS1 era or maybe Super Nintendo era RPG, and I'm at least partially interested, if not incredibly interested. There's a lot of PS1 RPGs I would love to see remade, and some just that I would love to be able to play on a handheld to begin with. That isn't like playing the downloaded version off of a PSP that I probably can't even do anymore without jailbreaking or hacking the system. Something like, give me Vandal Hearts 1 and 2 on the Switch. Very unlikely to happen because it is Sony branded, but find a way to get me some Wild Arm games remade and on a portable. I don't know, that would be pretty cool. That's literally not possible. That's like saying, give me The Last of Us on the Switch. Like, it's not gonna happen. Actually, I have a PS1 collection right here, a very small one. What could it be? This one, I don't even know if I would replay, because I did play this on a rental back in the day. But Guardians Crusade, not exactly the best game, but like you look at what limited run games have been putting out, and there's a lot of like old games that you really kind of scratch your head at, and you're just like, why is this coming out again? Hell, we're living in a world where I can't find it. Of course I can't find it when I want to talk about it. The first time anybody's wanted to talk about this game on the internet, and I can't find it. Here it is. Now we're talking about a world where they remade Jim Powers in the third dimension, or in the Lost Dimension, a Super Nintendo game that was a gimmick that came with 3D glasses and was just a mediocre platformer. This is a game that gets remade in today's day and age. So, in a sense, anything is possible. Because why? Why does this exist and why do I have it? Well, because that was one of my childhood games. So, I don't know. It's going to be about 30 minutes tomorrow. I really don't know what to expect. More so than ever, I have no clue what to expect because this isn't a Pokemon Direct. You can't really be expecting a Pokemon game be announced. It's just like, what really could Nintendo be talking about for 30 minutes that won't be on the Switch 2? Specifically. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. By the time you're seeing this, it's probably already out. So let me know what your favorite thing from the Nintendo Direct was and what you're looking forward to the most. And I'll be seeing you.